I think I'm done traveling for now, so let's see what that's going to mean in terms of weight maintenance. Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Enitsabel. I share beauty, lifestyle, and faith on this channel as well as my GLP-1 journey. I am currently in my maintenance stage. I am on Zepbound 2.5 and I have been maintaining my weight since about February. So in the last few weeks, I've been traveling a lot. Actually, since last month, I've been traveling and I just concluded travel this past Wednesday coming back from my church retreat from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And I am hoping to now settle back into routine. And by routine, I mean actually working out and doing better with my eating. Before we get into all of that, I want to go over side effects and then I will do my weigh-in and show my measurements up on screen. So let's talk about side effects. So last week, I actually took my shot on Friday. To top everything off, I actually got my period as well because why not? And I think I was feeling a mixture of things. It wasn't I don't think just attributed to the shot. It was just everything. It was the heat. It was the fact that my period came. I was just feeling icky all around. And there are just certain things that I just don't attribute to the shot in general. I was having headaches. I had backaches. I was crampy. I am just going to attribute that to just being on my period. Um, I did have a little bit of nausea, oddly enough. I want to say it was probably Wednesday. But also, again, I've been traveling all in all this past month and a half, and I haven't been eating home food. I've been eating a lot outside, and that's not great either. And I think that my body is just now starting to kind of have like this, like, okay, you need to slow down and stop because my stomach doesn't agree with everything. I actually do have IBS. So I am dealing with all of those different things. I now need to set into a routine, get back into eating better. I actually have an appointment with my Nourish dietitian, I want to say next week. I look forward to speaking to her about that because I want to reestablish a routine. Sometimes I just really need that help and that guidance. So I can't wait to speak to her actually and fill her in on all the good, bad, and the ugly, if you will. So that is it in terms of side effects. I am just not really going to say that it was attributed to the shot. Even in the previous weeks, I wasn't feeling anything. I think this was just mainly due to being on my period. So let's move on to the weigh-in and let's see how I did. And then we'll go into the comparison report. Alrighty then. So if you guys watched my previous video, you saw I had actually lost 3 pounds, which to me is still mind-boggling that I lost 3 pounds being away and eating out consistently. So as we can see, it looks like I have gone up in weight. Let's go into the comparison report and see exactly what is going on. So I weighed myself 7 days ago. Remember, I told you I weighed myself late in the day at 4:15 p.m., which was shocking to me. I was 146.4. I had lost from the previous weigh-in 3 pounds. It is now today, 7:17, 11:28, 33 a.m. is my weigh-in. I have not eaten at all. I have not even had a cup of coffee. Pray for me. And I've gained 1 pound. And again, we'll talk about this a little bit later, but I'm still kind of like in shock that that's all I've gained. It's only been a pound. I've been away for almost a month and a half, and my weight is still less than what it was before I even left on any of my trips. All right, so BMI is up by 0.1. Body fat percentage is up by 1%. Body fat mass says it's up by 1.8 pounds. Muscle percentage has gone down by 0.9%. Muscle mass is down by 0.8 pounds. Let's go into body water percentage is down by 0.7%. Body water mass down by 0.4 pounds. Subcutaneous fat is up by 0.7%. Visceral fat remains at 10 and metabolic age remains at 46. So it looks like, according to my comparison report, muscle is down, body fat percentage is up. So I've gained in fat, not muscle. I've lost a little bit of muscle. Again, not surprising to me. I have not been able to get any workouts in, and all I've been doing is just eating out. So I'm not shocked. Also, I'm not disappointed because, wow, only 1 pound? Like, compared to what I've been eating and not being super conscious of, eating a certain way, as in like lots of protein and veggies. I have not been doing that. When I was away at Lancaster, I did eat a lot of chicken and I try to get in some vegetables. But, sometimes you get in a few snacks and, road trips, you bring chips and stuff like that. So I had some of that as well. I am now focused, since I am done with traveling for now, because I am trying to plan another trip to go see my daughter, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen anytime soon, like within the next few weeks. I'm evaluating. I'm seeing what I can do and what I can afford. So, I travel and it's not just me. I also bring my youngest. He wants to see the baby as well. So it becomes a whole to do. We'll leave it in God's hands and see if he provides and if that is in his plans. But in the meanwhile, I am going to be dedicating time to building out my routine, what that's going to look like. And today is Friday the 17th, I believe it is. Yes. Today is Friday the 17th. And by Monday, and I know like you shouldn't just start Monday, start, today. But I want to finish out this weekend, getting some things done, getting my house in order, just getting my schedule built out for the following week. So Monday feels like a good start. If I can do it Sunday, then I'll start Sunday. But I want to say Monday to play it safe. And the goal is to get back into routine, at least doing 3 workouts a week. I don't want to overdo it and then I just give up because I'm too tired. So that is the plan. I'm going to build that out over the weekend, including building out what my week is going to look like for next week and just getting back to routine. It is so hard for me to work out, guys. I've told you this before. I was so proud when I was being consistent a few months back because it's not something that I like to do. I'm not a person who likes to work out, but I know that it's necessary for my body. I am 44. I'll be 45 towards the end of this year. And if I don't start building those muscles, like everything is just going to sag. We don't want that. We don't want that in our 40s. We don't want it in our 50s. We don't want it in our 60s. I don't want it at all. So I got to do the things that I know is going to benefit my body. And I like to do weights. At least if there's a workout I like to do, it's mainly like using weights. So my dumbbells, I like using my bench. I like to do exercises, also use my own body weight. All of those I like to do rather than cardio. I'm not a big fan of cardio, especially high impact cardio is killer on my knees. I'll do 1 or 2, maybe, in a month, or I'll try to get one in there because it is good to get some high impact workouts, but I need to do them with modifications so that I am not hurting my knees. I don't know what happened to me. Years and years ago, I did a workout. I think it was through Beachbody, and I think I totally tore up my knees. I mean, I looked fantastic during the time that I was doing it, but I messed up my knees because I was feeling it for quite some time. And I don't think that my knees have ever recovered. They've never been the same. And as I'm getting older, just things tend to ache a little bit more. So I am also working on taking in my vitamins. So I have my multivitamin. I bought this. I'm going to show it to you. Hold on. I bought these gummies and they seemed like a really great, like it's called, I want to say Zena plus creatine monohydrate, D3 K2, and it supports muscle, bone, and brain health. It comes with fruit punch flavor, blue raspberry, and green apple. There are 188 gummies in here. And I'm like, oh, I love taking gummies. I like my Ollie gummies that I do for multivitamin. And I bought this at Costco. It was on sale for $27.99. I get the creatine version, the powder, and I was just like, oh, if I could take this in gummies, like this would be excellent. Turns out you have to take like 4 in the day. So I tried the first gummy and I'm like, yes, let's do this. And did not like how it tasted. Like it has this like powdery aftertaste. I'm going to put it out here because if you can get past the taste, I think that what's in it They're like really good ingredients, clean ingredients. The D3, the K2, and the creatine is absolutely phenomenal. I just can't get past the taste. And for me to have to take 4 of these a day, I know I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to return these, unfortunately. I'll show you what it looks like real quick. This is, I don't know if you can see that. Those are the gummies. I was hoping they'd taste better, but ugh. It's like you chew it and then all of a sudden it's all like it tastes like powder in your mouth. I'm not a fan, but if you can stomach it, I would recommend you getting it because why not? It really is a great combination of things that support your muscle, your brain, your joints. That is awesome. I'm going to have to look for something. I'm going to keep on looking. I'm going to keep on looking for something else and see if that benefits me. But Costco, $27.99. Thought I'd put it out there in case you guys are interested. Guys, that concludes this video. I am catching up on editing, so please bear with me. This is probably back to back with another video. I tried to get out that video earlier in the week last week, but I was out on the church retreat and I actually wanted that time to really connect with God. It was absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to edit that video and share it here. Just the experience of being out there and connecting with God, and it just spoke to me. It just spoke to me and it was so beautiful. I will be working on those videos to get them out. I owe you the Spain video. I owe you the Lancaster video, and I owe you an update video on life. So those 3 are coming. And at the end of the month, by the way, I am going to be doing a 1-year anniversary on Zepbound video. It's not going to be called that. Maybe, I don't know. But just talking about this whole year, pretty much in review from when I started on Zepbound up until, wow, now nearly a year later. I can't believe that it's been a year. That's just insane. But anyway, all good things to come. Guys, as always, I pray that God blesses you in new and amazing ways each and every single day. Take care.